Welcome, Scorpio, to your monthly tarot reading for the month of October. Let's get started. Okay, Scorpio. So we have the Angel Wisdom Tarot as the overall energy for October. We have the Universal Rider-Waite as each week for the month, or how the energies might play out, in what order. We have the Spirit Animal and the Messenger Oracle as additional information and insights into the month. Also, if you haven't watched the 3-month forecast of the next 3-month reading, it covers October, November and December. Please watch that. I'm going to bring in the energy from October from that reading to see how it fits in with this one, just to give us a bit of a broader view of these energies, basically. So we start off with balance. Now, balance is the temperance card in the traditional tarot, and the card says, blending the ideas of others with our own to create something extraordinary, successful compromise, the power of diversity, self-control, patience and balance. And the temperance card for me is always, I just see this as the guardian angel. Now, in your 3-month reading, you had the Dreams card, you had Leadership, and you had the 2 of Swords. And I feel there's a lot of leadership here. You've got 2 Kings and a Queen and an Ace of Wands. This is beautiful. And I feel that balance is required. The 2 of Swords in your 3-month reading really showed that you're feeling a bit stuck or a little bit lack of clarity. And sometimes I find when we don't balance our energies, when we're too much in our mind, or too much in the world, too busy in the world, we lose our balance, we lose the harmony within us, and therefore we kind of struggle a little bit more. And I feel this balance card is really saying, with this angel here, I feel like it's major arcana as well, everything's aligned for you. In this reading, Scorpio, I'm really getting that everything that is in your life at this moment is there for a reason. It's aligned for something, like it's there for something, for you to use, for you to learn by, for you to let go. Everything in our life is there for a reason. You've just got to kind of understand what that is, work through what that is. And in your 3-month reading, you had Dreams and you had Leadership. Balancing those. Balancing bringing your dreams into reality with your leadership qualities. Do the 2 work together, or are they opposing each other? The Balance card, your guardian angel is asking you to look inside yourself. Are all aspects of yourself, are you and your environment working together, or are they opposing? Now, very interesting. I have the King of Wands facing one way, King of Swords facing the other, and then the Queen of Cups facing everything. Kind of makes the two kings are not facing in the same direction. King of Swords is one of intellect and mind and logic. The King of Wands is his passions. It's the soul. Are they aligned? And then you've got the Queen and the Cups, which is the emotions. And I kind of feel like she's pushed aside. I don't know, I see her as being smaller and almost like, nope, I'm going here. And then your mind's going, nope, I'm staying here. But both are going, I'm blocking out the rest. You've got the Surrender card as well, I didn't know, and let emotions flow straight under the Queen. Oh, yes, Scorpio, there's an imbalance somewhere. Being a major arcana, it's the universe stepping in to guide you. It's the universe at work here. So, Scorpio, the month of October might feel challenging. You've got two kings, an ace and a queen. It may feel incredibly challenging. You might be challenged. I'm not sure if you're in a position of leadership, or if you're trying to be a leader, or if you're trying to get a job that is a leadership role, or how leadership works into this. You might even be challenged by the leaders, by bosses, or people above you. But somehow there's a lack of balance somewhere, and you're going to be brought into rebalancing this. So you have the King of Wands, and oddly enough, I'm going to kind of try to read these separately, but also at the same time where they'll make more sense. So week one, or the first energy, is your King of Wands. And I feel like the King here in this reading, the King of Wands is looking into the past, and there's no, the Balance card, that's not part of the lineup. So we're just going to say he's just looking into the past. There's nothing there, because the past is finished. And then you've got the Ace of Wands. So it's like you had a dream and you got an opportunity and you took it. You took it because you're the king. So you've worked your way through the page, the knight, the queen, and you're the king. So you took it. And you achieved. So it's not to say that you achieved the whole dream, but you're certainly moving forward in it, or some of you have achieved it. You got the promotion, you got to where you wanted to be, or whatever it is. But this journey changed you. And that's what a journey does. That's the whole purpose in a journey. It changes us. that is no longer in line with where you are now or who you are now. So here's a new dream. Now the universe is offering you a new opportunity. The aces are a gift from the universe. But if you don't take it and do anything with it, it just falls away. It doesn't come to anything. So this gift falls in your lap, but if you just stand up and walk away, it falls to the ground and it's gone. You took the last one and you went with it. You made something of it. But now you're holding on to it. You're not looking at how you've changed. You're not looking at where you are now. You're not looking at the new opportunities, because this means you start a new journey. You start from scratch. Or, because they're both wands, it can be there's a bend in the road. There's a pivot point. You can head in another direction, still aligned with the ultimate dream, but just in a different goal, in a different way. But Scorpio, you have your back to it. And you've got this moth spirit and it says surrender now. I love how these cards are kind of positioned, because you've got the King of Wands and the surrender now. You've got the Ace of Wands and the King of Swords with Spirit has a plan. And then you've got let the emotions flow with the Queen of Cups. It's beautiful. Spirit has a plan. But so do you. And they're not aligned. And normally the King, it's funny because normally I would say the King of Swords is not aligned and the King of Wands is aligned, because the swords I often see as your mind and your ego, and the wands I see as your passion and your soul and your drive and your calling, your dreams, that kind of thing. But I kind of feel like this King has taken this dream and invested in it. And therefore, he's not willing to change direction, because he feels that everything he's done up to this point, if he accepts the new journey, he would have done it for nothing. He doesn't see the wisdom, the clarity he's gained along the way. I find the King of Swords in this reading to be the energy that you want to embrace, because I feel this King of Swords in this reading is not coming from a place of ego, the ego mind, the unconscious mind. It's coming from a place of wisdom and clarity, and that's why he's there, he's present. He hasn't got his back towards his goals or his emotions. But this King doesn't want a bar of it. This King won't look at the emotions that it's been driven to feel. Now, the Kings and the Queens, a Scorpio, it doesn't matter if you're male or female, it's the energies. But this King, he doesn't want to look at where this new path is taking him. He's very stubborn for some reason. I feel him very closed off and very stubborn, which is not normally how I see the King of Wands. But I feel it's because you've achieved something, Scorpio. The Kings put energy out into the world. They're the doing. So this is, you're doing the job. You're living the dream. You're achieving. And I think it's so hard to give up or to change, because it was a dream. It was a goal. It was your soul path, your soul's path. But our soul takes us on journeys for us to learn, to grow, to gain wisdom. So we have to be able to go to the next journey. And I'm feeling for you, Scorpio, that's really hard at the moment. And I feel that that's because you're shutting off everything apart from your drive. It is your drive, willpower, that is moving you forward in this. Nothing else. Because you know what? For the Ace of Wands to be here, I feel like you've lost your passion. You're so used to driving forward, to moving forward, to doing what you're doing, that it's become almost automatic, but it's taking energy. The King of Swords is saying, stop. I just really feel he's saying stop. And I see the Queen of Cups. I don't know why, I just find her really small, and she looks like she's sunk down in her chair a little bit. I don't know, I've never seen her like this. She looks defeated. I've never seen the Queen like that before. And the Cups is your emotions, but I'm feeling that the King is here, I mean, and he is present. It won't be for all of you. Again, general message, Scorpio, but you're heading to maybe health issues. Now, they can be just, you're going to catch a cold and it's going to put you out for a week, so you've got time to think. It can be just something as simple as that. But you've got to stop pushing. I just feel like with the sword here, I just feel like it's a stop sign, just saying, right, stop. Center yourself. What are you doing? And you know, Scorpio, that what are you doing? That didn't come from spirit. That's come from you. I wonder if that's what you're telling yourself. What am I doing? What am I doing? Scorpio, if you can stop, even if it's just a day, a weekend, and be honest with yourself. There's clarity and wisdom. You're being watched over. There is no ifs or buts about that. You've got the Balance card, which is Temperance. This is your guardian angel. And you've got Koala Spirit, with Spirit has a plan. And Temperance is, the Balance is about peace. It's a tranquil card. And that's what you need. That's what you need, Scorpio. You need to take a moment to realign yourself, to to be with yourself and rethink, what am I doing? Your emotions are trying to show you, but you're blocking them. Your body is weary. You are weary, but you're strong. Your willpower is just, you've taken this and you're gonna do it come hell or high water, whatever. I started this, I'm doing it. But your energies are all out. So if you're doing this, I want to ask you, Scorpio, with so much compassion, are you even doing a good job? Because your heart's not in it. And I feel tired. And I think you have been trying so hard. You've been pushing so hard. And you've got moth spirit, surrender now. And I love how this card is read, because the wands are, they embody the energy of fire. And I love how this is read, and I just see that this King of Wands needs to surrender. Your swords are air. They're linked with the air, and your cups is linked with water. The swords is air, your mind, intellect. The water is, the cups is the water and your emotions, and the wands is fire and passion. There's new passions, there's new goals. Your dream has changed. Maybe this wasn't exactly what you thought it would be. Maybe this has just enabled you to see a different way of being. It has changed you. Every journey changes us. And now there's a new dream. There's a new passion building in you. But you don't feel that you can even look at it. And I feel that you've got your back to all this so much, because you know that if you take your foot off the pedal, you'll lose momentum and you just won't be able to get going again. That's why you're so afraid to slow down, because it's only the momentum that you've built over time that is keeping you moving forward, because this is just taking so much energy. Slow down, because when you slow down, you will gain clarity. You will see how much you've changed. This was not for nothing. It gave you wisdom. It taught you things. Don't underestimate the power in that. That's something to celebrate. This is not the wrong direction. This wasn't the wrong direction, because it got you to be where you needed to be, but now there's a new direction. But you can't keep going in the direction that you were going on. That's the past now. And surrendering is not an easy thing to do. It takes courage to surrender. It takes courage to take your foot off the pedal and to say, okay, I'm going to slow down. I'm going to see what's what. I'm going to see why I feel so drawn to keep going, why I'm so scared to look at what's in front of me. Surrender can mean change. Surrender can mean accepting what is, where you are now, what is. Surrender can also mean letting go, releasing. I invite you, Scorpio, to look at why you're so scared. And I'm wondering if Koala Spirit, with the message, Spirit has a plan, I'm wondering if this is not where your fear comes from. Maybe you can't see another possibility. Maybe you think this is as good as it gets. When we put our head down and we just move forward, you know, this is the fire signs. The fire signs are the ones. And sometimes they can be a little bit hot-headed. A little bit like, I just need to move. I don't care in which direction, I'm just going for it. You know, and they butt up against a wall sometimes. And rather than move 2 inches to the left where there's a doorway, they keep hitting the wall, trying to break it down. Eventually they will, but at what cost? Same with this, Scorpio. At what cost? There's a level of trust. There's a level, again, it's just that stop, that slowing down. We can get so busy in our lives that we just don't give ourselves a chance to think, a chance to reformulate, a chance to replan, a chance to see what's in front of us, to see how are we feeling now. And the last card is let the emotions flow. This card, Scorpio, shows me that there is pain inside of you. Now, we all carry around pain, but this is suppressed. And this is that Queen of Cups being pushed aside. This is you so focused and so driven that with clenched teeth you move forward. But your emotions and your body won't allow it anymore. What emotions need to flow? Now here she's like a fountain, and the water is like coming out of her eyes and out of her mouth. And I feel like there's so much of you that you've suppressed. You've suppressed what you see. You've suppressed what you say. But there's this light around you. You know, Scorpio, you know. But you've just allowed yourself to get caught up in it all. Pay attention to how you feel. Take that moment. In the 3-month reading, you got dreams. Messages might come to you in your dreams, but pay attention to what is your heart guiding you towards? What new dreams do you have? See what your emotions are telling you. Where do you have to surrender? Let them out. In a nutshell, Scorpio, I feel that October is going to be the realization that you're no longer on the path that you should be on. And there's going to be great healing that comes from it. I just feel that when you accept this, even if you change nothing for the time being, just understand it, see it, feel it. And that in itself will be a huge relief. This surrender now, I'm just feeling like, when was the last time that you could take a deep breath in and just breathe out and let your shoulders drop? Trust yourself and trust your feelings. And trust that we're always guided to where we need to be. We're guided to become aware of what we need to be aware of. I'm going to leave you with those messages, my friends. Love and light. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.